Welcome to This Is New to Me, and this is the 2005 Lexus GS430 and it's new to me. I've had one of these cars before. I had a GS300 a few years ago, which was the 3 litre, I want to say 1GR V6. Loved the car, sold it at the wrong time, did everything to it, 20s, coilovers, exhaust, intake. It was a great car, but it had done a ton of Ks and it had the most horrible two-tone grey leather interior. I've been looking for one ever since, and I found this car recently. This is 92,000 Ks off the top of my head, which is pretty low for one of these. These cars get actually used because they're a wonderful car, and I'm going to walk you through all the things that are wrong with it. So I can learn a lot about a car by the tyres that it comes with, and this car has Supercats on it, which are, I don't know, some home brand bunky tyre shop thing. Also the brakes are pretty sad. These rotors are well down. They're going straight in the bin. The body itself is pretty good. Just a few sort of blemishes like that one. Outside, I think it will come up all right with a buff. Seems fairly decent around here. Just a few marks on the alloys. Obviously, they're going straight in the bin, so that's not a problem. Fucking thing locks itself. As you can see, the rear, just grotty monkeys that had this car before. And check that out, it's got some, that's actually not dirt, that's something's been rubbing on the back seat and just taken all the surface off, so I'll have to see if I can get that sorted. Even the seat belts are dirty. I mean, just, it reminds me why I buy cars from Japan and not locally, because even the bunkiest Japanese bloody gangstermobile is in better nick than this. And I mean, check out, there's just, like, I mean, is that a cigarette burn? Is that food? Like, check that out. I don't know what that is. Just, rancid. And there's just grot everywhere. And look at that. I mean, I think that's a ciggy burn. Up here, there's more marks. And I think, like, ciggy burns, old mate must have been trying to ash out the fucking sunroof. Just unbelievable. So yeah, not spectacular in here. Around on the driver's side, the grot continues. I mean, I don't even, how on earth do you get all those marks on that panel? Just bizarre. And up here we've got the, and that's coming out. Just, it's quite bizarre, the grottiness in this car. And yeah, the mats. I mean, yeah, mats are a serviceable item. I get that. They're going straight in the bin. Not the biggest fan of these half wood steering wheels. And again, I've got a black one of these. I might just put that in and see how it looks. It's certainly got to look better than that. Probably the worst thing about this car is it smells like Winnie Reds. You know, buying a Japanese car, it smells like air freshener, or I don't know, those funny little cigarettes that they smoke. Often it's not a bad smell. Like, I don't mind Japanese cigarette smell, but this just smells like a really bad pub at 3 a.m. on a Saturday morning. It's rancid in here. I've been leaving it parked at work with all the windows down and the sunroof open just to try and air the smell out. I'm going to give it a bash with, like, I think Maguire's do a smell remover, as do Bowden's own, so I'll give them both a crack and see if that makes any difference. I've also got some new mats coming, so I think the more I can actually take out of the car that is infested with that smell, the better. So yeah, it's not the most pleasant place to be at this point in time. I got to level with you. Look at that, so grotty. I mean, who does that? Who ashes that badly that it goes on the steering column? Coming around to the engine, it's got a 3UZ in it. I had an LS430 a few years ago, which I adored. Again, that had just a billion kilometers on it, so it wasn't something I was going to keep. These are a great motor. They don't make a lot of power, but they are very smooth. So yeah, pretty happy to have this body shape with a 3U. I think the U series of motors from Toyota are absolutely some of the smoothest power plants out there. So what's going to happen to this thing? Well, tint, exhaust, rims, dump. Traditionally, with something like this, I would just throw a set of teens at it or a set of Shockworks, but this thing rides really nice on the standard struts, so I might just put some springs in it. Don't tell anyone. I've got some 20s for it that were on my last Crown Majesta, and maybe just cut out the rear mufflers and some sort of intake, maybe just a K&N. So this isn't going to be a big build, but it is going to end up pretty special, so please stay with us for the build.